whenever Lonzo drops some talent. Marlon says, yo, Unc, one of my favorite songs from you was The Planet. Did you write and produce that?
That was me and Clientele, pretty much. The planet is the place to be. The planet is a place for me. That shit was crazy, man. We had a ball. We was all spaced out and all computed back in the day. One of my favorite songs was Horny Computer. I got to get somebody Horny Computer because I think that might be a good song for somebody that's doing some digital sex shit. Okay. I got a song called Horny Computer. I got another one called Gang Bang You Dead. And this is where we were back in the day, because the wrecking crew that I rolled with back in the day, we wasn't into gang banging. It wasn't until they left and just became something else. But yeah, Horny Computer, I think that song would be a great song for one of these, especially some computer love type shit, you know. I don't know. I'm gonna figure something out.
Horny Computer. Okay, I love that. I gotta look that song up now. Isaiah Edwards says, Lonzo, which production duo do you think is better, Gamble and Huff or Jam and Lewis?
Ooh, dude, how you gonna do me like that? Man, them is four of the baddest brothers around. Gamble and Huff was my childhood, and Jam and Lewis was my adulthood. I mean,
yeah, see, I know Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. Who are Gamble and Huff?
Gamble and Huff were for Motown. They were the Motown writers and producers back in the day. Kenny Gamble, Kenny Huff. They were out of. I think they also did things for Philadelphia, Sound of Philadelphia too. They were some bad dudes, man. You got to understand. And this is something I want everybody to understand. Back in the day, when you were a writer producer, understand there was three elements to making a song: writer, producer, and performer. They weren't trying Temptations. I'm listening to Temptations audio book right now. Berry Gordy would not let them write their own lyrics, okay, because they were too young to really to have experienced anything that anybody could appreciate on the long term. That's why Smokey wrote most of their songs. Gamble and Huff, I forgot the other brother right now. They were their producers, and these guys, the artists, had to present the product to the public, but they had the energy and the talent to present the project in a way that can make everybody love it. And that's why I say one of the things that's wrong with hip hop is that you got young kids who don't know nothing, who ain't never experienced nothing. You just now getting high, you just now going to strip clubs, you just now getting some money. That's all the fuck you know. Money, hoes, and getting high. You ain't never had your heart broke. You ain't got no issues with no baby mama, no real baby mama. You ain't, you just now got a baby. Most of y'all fresh, most of them fresh out of high school or fresh out of whatever. They never been overseas other than on tour. And you speaking from your lifestyle, like you may have had a bad life, a rough life, but you only talk about the good part. You're trying to edit it. And then the bad part was maybe in some cases so bad nobody wants to hear. That's depressing as shit. So when people have had life experiences, like Papa Was a Rolling Stone, that was a Temptation song. You had dads that wasn't around. Okay, same thing with Intruders. I could go on and on with all the acts. The OJ, I mean not OJs, OJs. I mean the Gamble and Huff produced them as well. So for the love of money and people all around the world join Love Train. So you got all these acts, and you got they're great talents. But everybody can't do everything all the time. So you let a writer do what he does, you let a producer do what they do, and you let somebody else perform the shit. And that way you got everybody is on their A game, as opposed to you got somebody who think they can write or can't really write. He just saying some shit he think is hot. And somebody who think they're a producer because they got a drum machine and a keyboard. And like I said before, if you had to go through the same procedures that we had to go through, a lot of them wouldn't make it. A lot of them wouldn't make it.
You had a question pop up in my head. It was a big scandal in 1990, when MILLI Vanilli, it came out that they weren't the people that really sang the songs that they were performing. Do you know, or do you think that was going on way before? Where a singer goes in, creates a hit song, but she may not look like a hot you know, she's not marketable, so they end up, you know, saying that.
Yeah, it's just that most of the time the singers would get bought off and go sit their asses down someplace. But this Martha Wash, she wasn't going for it. And that's my voice. And they straight up lied on her. They put a little cute girl in the video, and they're like, no, sing it, bitch.
See Music Factory.
Try it. That was CNC Music Factory. MILLI Vanilli, they couldn't sing. Period. Okay. They had a look, okay, and that's when the music industry was trying to do what they're doing right now. They got back then they was trying to come up with that look to sell more records than it was talent, and they got busted, okay, and the caused one guy to take his life.
What were your thoughts when you first heard that back in '91? And you're like, you get the news that this big old pop group ain't really the singers.
I'm like, wow, first time anybody got busted doing that. That was crazy. Like, damn, they not no man. But I think right around the same time, that's when the Martha Wash thing came out. It was like that era of fakeness was coming around, and yeah, it was trying to get a little commonplace, man. You know, with MILLI Vanilli and the CNC Music Factory. Thank you, Doc. Black Box. Okay. All these people, I think CNC Music Factory was the one that everybody danced now. Okay, because Martha was a part of the Weather Girls, and she was a bad singing chick back then, but she just didn't she didn't fit the part. You know, it just didn't, you know, it happens sometimes, man. Usually when you sing like that, you usually keep your ass in the back. You're a backup singer. Okay. Most backup singers, not most, a lot of backup singers can out-sing the lead singer. But the lead singer got a look or got some stage presence that the backup singer don't have.